What's going on there, YouTube, and welcome back to another comic book video. Alright guys, so it's time for us to basically jump back into our Ultimate Marvel reading order. And guys, today we pick up with Ultimate X-Men number 15. Now, if you are new to my channel, basically guys, every Monday we upload one video covering the Ultimate Marvel reading order. And so far guys, we have covered Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Daredevil and Elektra, and we also covered Ultimates, which by the way is this universe version of the Avengers. But guys, for the past month now, we have covered a lot of Ultimate Spider-Man. And so guys, it's time for us to jump back into Ultimate X-Men. For the next 2 weeks, we're going to cover some X-Men content in the Ultimate Universe. Now guys, today's video, we're going to cover one book. Just one book, and that's it. Ultimate X-Men number 15. And the reason why I want to cover this book right here is because Mark Millar, he basically sat down and wrote this book and said this is going to be a slow transition into the next storyline for the X-Men. But also, there's going to be a big moment in this book that is going to be basically the prelude to a later event in Ultimate Marvel Comics called Ultimate War, where basically the X-Men fight against the Ultimates, which again is this universe version of the Avengers. But we're going to see a battle between these two teams in a later story, and this book is actually the prelude to that story down the road. Now, thing is though guys, we pick up with Charles Xavier right now guys, basically writing an article for a newspaper or a magazine. I forgot which one. But the thing is though guys, in this article he's writing, he is trying to basically tell the world that humans and mutants can live together. Now guys, remember, that has always been Charles Xavier's goal in both Ultimate Marvel and the main Marvel timeline, for basically humans and mutants to live together in harmony. That has always been his goal. The only difference is though, in Ultimate Marvel, right now, Charles Xavier actually has a better chance than the main Marvel timeline ever had to achieve that goal. And the reason why I say that is because we covered both Volume 1 and Volume 2 of Ultimate X-Men, right? Now guys, remember, back in Volume 1 of Ultimate X-Men, the X-Men saved the President's daughter. That was a huge thing for the X-Men. But also, when Magneto attacked the White House, the X-Men responded and stopped Magneto before he was able to kill tons of people in Washington, D.C. Again, that was a big achievement for the X-Men. Now that was all covered in Volume 1. But the thing is though guys, after the X-Men did that, the American government said shut down every single mutant project we have out there in the world. Shut them all down, because we made those projects to hunt down mutants because we believed they were bad. But with the X-Men doing good thing, the X-Men are not bad. The X-Men are actually good. They are great people. They are here to help us, to make the world a better place. There are good mutants out there. You just have to find them and work with them instead of hunting them down. And guys, it does make sense because guys, remember in Volume 2, Weapon X was part of one of those mutant projects the American government made under SHIELD. But again, with the X-Men saving the President's daughter and saving people in Washington, D.C., the American government says shut down every single mutant project across the world. Shut them all down, including Weapon X, because that was a mutant project to basically hunt down mutants. And that's why I say that this book is showing that Charles Xavier in Ultimate Marvel Universe has a better chance to actually achieve his goal of having mutants and humans live in harmony. Now, guys, to basically now to wrap up this storyline, we're gonna jump about to the very end of this book, because guys, at the very end of this book, a big moment happens in this book. A very big moment. And this moment right here, again, builds up to a later story called Ultimate War, where the X-Men fight against the Ultimates. Now, guys, you do have Colossus and Charles Xavier just going to a park. Now, at first, to Colossus, this just seems like a daily walk around the park with his teacher, Charles Xavier. But then he sees a man, and this man looks very familiar. And so for Colossus, he's kind of like, who is that man? He looks familiar. He looks like somebody we once fought before. And the thing is, you have Charles say, well, you should know who he is. You should know who that is, Colossus. That is Eric. That is Magneto. And it's kind of like, excuse me? Because I remember at the end of Ultimate X-Men Volume 1, at the very end of Ultimate X-Men Volume 1, we saw Charles Xavier kill Magneto. That's what it seemed like at first. But at the end of Ultimate X-Men Volume 2, Charles told Jean Grey, I never said I killed Magneto. I never said I killed him. But the thing is, Jean Grey played it off. She was kind of like, listen, we just got back from being kidnapped from Weapon X. So you're probably just saying crazy things. But right now, in this book right here, is Charles Xavier basically telling Colossus and possibly telling the rest of the X-Men, Magneto never died. He never died. I never killed him. I made the world look up in the sky and made it seem like I killed Magneto. But I never killed him. He's alive. He's alive and well. I just basically shut down his mind to make him forget about his past of being Magneto. That's all I did, Colossus. He's still alive. The thing is, he thinks he is somebody else, and that is it. And it's kind of like, what? So to the world, Magneto is dead. To Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver and the rest of the Brotherhood of Mutants, they believe Magneto is dead. But for right now, to Jean Grey, Charles Xavier, and Colossus, they know Magneto is alive. And guys, this moment right here is going to build up to later on in Ultimate War, a very huge storyline for Ultimate Marvel Comics. But guys, we are going to end today's video right there. And guys, next week we're going to pick up with Ultimate X-Men World Tour. And guys, that is a long storyline, but one I do enjoy. But anyways, guys, I will see you on the next comic book story. Before I go, guys, please hit that like, subscribe for more comic book stories in the near future. Also, any suggestions on books I should read, let me know in the comments below, because you never know, your suggestion could be a future video down the road. But anyways, guys, I'm out of here, and I'll see you on the next comic book video. Later, guys.